Welcome to Woods, Water, and the Word. Tonight, I'm with Tim Ryan, and if you remember last year, we had an opening video about the SBFA, Southern Bass Fishing Association, and we completed last year, was in the month of August. For the championship was on Bayou Chico, and we're fixing to get cranked off with the second year, and we just want to talk a little bit about the end of season and talk about a little bit about what's to come for next season. And I know several of y'all have watched the opening video last year on it and expressed some interest on it. So kind of give a little breakdown on what went on. Tim, tell us a little bit about what went on.
Well, we had our 6 tournaments. We ended the season, I think it was on Black Lake Camp. It was our last regular season. Robbie and Zach Roselle took Angler of the Year.
Yeah.
They had the highest weight for the entire season. They got their trophy. And then we went on to the championship at Bayou Chico. And Alan Bordelon and James Whitmore ended up taking the win there. It was a 2-day tournament and $4,000 payout. It was a pretty good deal, man. We had a very, very successful season, and I think everybody really enjoyed it.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to say about it. I know that y'all put this thing together, and it was you, Jeremy Roy, Cody Morrow, and Josh Bordelon. And I don't know why I thought Cody just walked in and I forgot his last name. But y'all, I want to say that y'all did a fantastic job last year.
Thank you.
I've been fishing these club tournaments and stuff like that since the mid '80s, I guess it's been, and I've never seen a club this organized. And I'll talk in a minute just how y'all had set that up and how much I appreciate it. But one thing that I liked the camaraderie. We had 16 teams. I never heard an argument or a gripe or a complaint about anything.
Yeah,
when it came, it went real smooth. And something else I liked about it is everybody, when somebody did good, everybody else was always giving them a pat on the back. So it's a little bit more than just the competition. I thought it was pretty good. It was just a good fellowship as far as I was concerned. And I want to personally thank y'all for inviting me to be, I guess, like you put it, kind of the club chaplain. And we had that 2-day event. It was our only 2-day event, which included a Sunday. And we had a service before the tournament Sunday. And man, I'm telling you what, that may have been the highlight of the year for me.
It was a good thing.
It was a good thing. And so I really appreciate us being able to do that. But James Whitmore and Alan Bordelon winning that championship, I could not have thought of two other than me winning it. Look, it was great. They was like a couple of kids that just won something. I loved it, man, how excited they got about it. And even James told me, he said, man, it ain't about the money. He said, man, did you check out this trophy? He was excited about that trophy.
Yeah, to watch them come from behind.
Yes.
It was a come from behind win, so they came from kind of middle of the pack on day 1 and took it on day 2 with a big bag.
And look, and I had something to do with that because it was the wheel wash from my Mercury that brought up the fish that they caught that they won the tournament with.
That's what they claimed.
Oh my goodness, that's a funny story. But I know that this year there's a couple of new lakes on the schedule if you want to talk about those. And not only about the new lakes that are on the schedule, but I think we got a few more teams this year, a couple more teams. And tell us a little bit about what we're going to do this year.
Well, this year basically everything's the same. We had a couple minor rules adjustments that we did, which I'm really not going to get into that. But we have a couple of new lakes. I know we're going to Vernon Lake this year around Leesville. We'll be going for the championship this year, it's going to be Black River Lake, which is out towards Monterey. And we picked that lake because we changed the format on the championship. Instead of doing a 2-day championship, 5 fish limit on each day like we did last year, this year it's going to be more of an MLF style format. It's going to be unlimited number of fish that you can catch. Every boat that is in the top 6 will have an onboard marshal. That marshal will be just like the MLF. They're going to be there with their referee jersey on. We all have the official MLF scales. catch as many fish as you want. They have to meet the 1 pound mark to be a scoreable fish, and it's going to be a total weight for the entire day off of every fish that you catch.
That's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
That'll be fun. That'll be interesting to see that, because I don't know of anybody else around here that's actually done that before.
We're the first ones that I know of.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So.
And I'm going to tell you something else I like about it, and I think it's what it keeps some of the problems down, is that y'all work this similar to a circuit.
Yes.
And when I say that, obviously it's a small club, but the four of y'all determine the lakes, the dates, and all that stuff. And what it does, people may say, well, that doesn't sound like a very democratic way to run it. Well, I tell you what, it's a whole lot smoother like this, because I know how that turns into just a fishbowl whenever you wind up with that many people wanting to do things. So I like the fact, look, you send out the schedule, y'all send it out early in the year, we look at it, we look at the schedule, there it is. Yeah. Take it or leave it. I really like that, because it takes a lot of the stress out of it.
Yeah, it takes, and that's kind of what brings the light mood and the fun atmosphere to the club, is because it takes the stress off of the anglers of having to make decisions on choosing and voting on different things, whether it be lakes, dates, or any kind of dealings that goes on in the club. They don't have to worry about that. All they have to do is worry about showing up and fishing. So we thought that was the best way to do it. It is kind of semi-circuit style. We call it kind of a hybrid, where you still get the Bass Club feel with the camaraderie and everything, but it's more run like a circuit. We're putting on these events, and you pay up front for the entire season, $800, and it covers you through the entire season, including the championship if you make it to the championship. So,
well, having said that, let me say this also. If you're watching this, we're going to post this as quickly as possible. Today is the 16th of January. The first tournament is on February the 4th, and it's going to be on Cane River. And so registration is still open.
It is. It's still open. So, it'll remain open. We haven't decided on a shut-off date, but it's probably going to be about another week and a half before we shut it off.
So if you're watching this and you want to get involved, just get a hold of Tim Ryan at...
You can go to www.southernbfa.com. You can check out our website. We have all of our contact information on there. It has phone numbers for me, for Jeremy Roy, for Cody Morrow, and Josh Boardlawn. Any of us, you can give us a call, and we can get you hooked up with a registration form and waivers and everything else.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. If you're just looking for a good place, a bunch of fellas to fish. Now, I will say this. Most of these guys are from Avoyles Parish, so I had to learn another language. And these lakes that we were fishing on that side, the T-Lock and the Lock of the Boo and the Basek and all that, that's not even on the map, folks. But anyway, just teasing them. I was excited when they put Vernon on the schedule this year, because I don't have to get up at midnight to get to some of these lakes. But it was all right. We had a good time. We ate good last year too.
We did.
With all those things. So we wanted to do kind of an end of a season. It was a successful season.
Yes,
nobody can say that it was not a successful season. And I have no doubt that this season is not going to be even bigger and better than last season. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all taking time to come eat my chili, and
it was good.
We're glad that y'all are here, and y'all realize what it was like to drive all the way over here.
Yeah.
Especially Cody over there. He said, "My gosh, I didn't think we'd ever get there." That's not how he sounded though. That sounded more redneck. He's got a different way he talks. But anyway, we appreciate that. Anything else you'd like to say?
Well, it don't matter where I put a lake on the schedule. You have to drive 3 hours to get there anyway.
No, man. Vernon, I can be in Vernon, shoot, about 30 minutes. I'm in Vernon, man. Boy, that's going to be good. 55 minutes well, I put in on south side of Toledo Bend about 55 minutes, so that ain't bad. But all them over on the other side. But I don't mind. I had fun fishing them anyway.
Yeah, we had fun last year, and the plan is to make it even better this year.
Good deal. Well, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. If you would, hit that subscribe button if you'd be so inclined to do so. And give us a like if you enjoyed watching this video. And we'll try to keep up. It is hard trying to keep up with doing some interviews and stuff like that. But maybe I can do a better job at that this year. So we appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time on Woods, Water, and the Word.